We believe that, unfortunately, the trial did not meet international standards for fair trial in a number of respects, starting from the period of pre-trial detention. Many of the defendants had no access to lawyers. They were allegedly ill-treated before they even had access to the prosecution. Then, when the trial began, there were a number of serious flaws. For example, the prosecution did not present the case in court. Effectively, this is a trial on papers. Worse than that, the defense was not allowed to bring in more than 2 witnesses per defendant. Now, this is a very complex trial. It dealt with the top leadership over the full period of the civil war, and that would have required the full airing of the evidence so that people can really see if they were guilty, what is the evidence against them, and provide the defense with a good opportunity to defend their clients. And the last concern is the fact that the Libyan system does not provide a full right of appeal. It's only cassation that is a legal review of the case, whereas according to international standard, it should be a full review of the trial. Well, it's important for the future of Libya that the past is dealt with in a proper way. People need to know what happened, but also those who are responsible for very serious crimes should be brought to justice in a way that it sets the precedent for the new Libya, whereby, if you've committed a crime, you'll be found guilty, but in a fair process. And also the trial would have provided an opportunity to know the details of the functioning of the top leadership of the regime, the Gaddafi regime, and the crimes they've committed. So in that sense, it was an important precedent from a historical point of view, but also from a purely criminal justice point of view, to lay the ground for what would be a new system, much more fair than what had been the case before. As a UN mission, we of course work for the implementation of Security Council resolutions, one of which requires the cooperation of all states with the International Criminal Court. So in that respect, the ICC has asked for Saif al-Islam to be handed over to The Hague, and we ask Libya to comply with that. Of course, there is an issue in the sense that the Libyan authorities do not control the custody of Saif al-Islam, but the day in which they manage to achieve that control, then at the moment they should hand him over to The Hague as requested by the ICC.